Infallible 24-hour Stay Fresh Foundation. Oh, that's a long name. Hey everyone, so for today I am going to be reviewing the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Stay Fresh Foundation, and this isn't really new in the market. It's been out for a couple of months now, and I've had it actually over a month ago, but then I'm only gonna use it now, so this is kind of going to be a first impressions review. But I did swatch it at the back of my hand because looking at the bottle, it's a bit darker than my skin tone, and I don't know what I was thinking when I was buying this because it's obviously darker than my skin tone. Hopefully when I apply it on my face, it's not super dark. This is the first time I'm going to use this product, and this is also the first time I'm doing a foundation review, so if ever this video is going to be a fail, I'm sorry. So the product contains in this transparent glass packaging, and it comes with a red cap and a pump, and it reminds me of the L'Oreal True Match. Again, I've already swatched this, that's why there's already product peeking out. And the name of the shade is in the cap. I am in the shade 150 Radiant Beige. Let's go ahead and read the claims. At the back it says, no transfer, no visible imperfections, no visible shine, no dry out, no mask effects. Enriched with hydrating high hyaluron plus extreme hold pigments for optimum comfort. And it says also that it has SPF 18. Before I apply this product on my face, I'm gonna tell you guys first my skin type. I'm oily in my T-zone, and I have dry patches in my forehead area. So usually my foundation clings on in those areas. Now my oiliness isn't as oily as other people. I am oily, but I'm not as oily as other people. Like, I can last the whole entire day without blotting. That's if I don't have makeup, because sometimes when I have makeup, the oil gets emphasized. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. So I am going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte to prime the left side of my face, and I won't be priming, of course, the right side of my face, just so you guys can see the difference. Now, I know that this is a mattifying primer, but this is the primer that I usually use, so I'm gonna see throughout the day how my foundation works with, you know, the primer that I usually use. So hopefully it doesn't compromise the product, but again, my right side of my face doesn't have any primer, so that's fine. We'll see how it works throughout the day. So this is how one pump looks like, and it's not too runny and it's not too thick. It's kind of like a gel-like consistency. It's looking a bit too dark on my face. Oh yeah, I'm using a flat top kabuki brush. This one is from Happy Skin. So it doesn't look that dark on my face. Okay, let me bring you guys in a bit closer. Just don't mind my eyebrows. I haven't had them done yet. But it kind of settled in my dry patches, but that's normal for me. My other foundations also do that. Actually, I think majority of my foundations do that. It somewhat covered my acne scarrings, but they are still peeking through, like over here. But that's fine for me because I'm leaning more on the natural coverage rather than a full coverage, because I am just going to school. And now I'm just going to do my other side of my face. Okay, so I've just finished blending out the foundation, and looking at it, the prime side is more flawless, but I could still see on both sides my acne scarring, so I can say that this is somewhat has medium coverage. And again, I only used one pump. I can see some cracks on my forehead, but that's again normal for me because my foundation really settles on my forehead. I always put moisturizer there, but whatever I do, I don't know, it's just really dry in this area. Okay, now that my foundation has somewhat settled in, it's been about 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and the right side of my face is stickier compared to my left side, probably because I did prime this with a mattifying primer. But it's not super sticky and it doesn't feel like you have anything on your face. That's usually my problems with foundations when they are thick, they tend to slide off. You can always fix that up with powder. So yeah, let me just go ahead and finish up my makeup, and I'll go and get back to you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm already wearing my full face makeup. I just have my brows on, no eyeshadow, just mascara. I have some bronzer and some blush on, and I did set it with the Nichido final powder, but very lightly. As I was fixing my makeup, I could see like there's somewhat a half on my face. So priming your face really does make a difference with this foundation. I'm about to leave for school now. Again, time check, it's 8:42 a.m. I'll get back in a bit, probably at around 12:30ish. So yeah, see you then. I just got back from class and it's now 12:54 p.m. so it's been on my face for more than 4 hours now, and it's looking really good. Like, I actually really like the finish. It looks a bit oily when the light hits it, but you know, in natural lighting it's not super oily, and since I wear glasses, it somewhat covers it. And usually, like when I wear my glasses, the area where it touches, sometimes the foundation gets in it. And for this foundation, the foundation didn't really transfer as much on my glasses, like here on this part. So yeah, that's a good thing. Now the blush on the part where I didn't prime my face is already somewhat disappearing, but it's still there, and it's just, you know, it kind of looks uneven lang. I'll bring you guys in closer. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the oil production on my face is not super intense, but there's oil in my T-zone area. And it's actually the same amount on the prime side and on the not prime side, so I guess it works really well. So yeah, so far so good. I'm not gonna blot yet because it still looks okay. So I'll probably come back an hour and a half from now, because usually the 6th hour is the time when the foundation wears off and, you know, your face becomes super oily. But we'll see. Okay, it's now 2:59 p.m. It's been about 2 hours since my last update, and I just woke up from my nap. Before my nap, I was editing this video, and I forgot to mention that in the first 4 hours, I was in air-conditioned room, so I wasn't really sweating or anything, and that's probably why I wasn't producing excess oil and all. But in the last 2 hours, I was just in my room, no aircon, no electric fan, because I get cold easily, and it still looks really good. I didn't sweat, however, but it looks really good, both sides. Like, they're both equally good. While I was taking my nap, I was sleeping like this. It didn't transfer on my pillow, it didn't transfer on my hand. Again, this whole entire thing on my face is just, you know, one pump, like one pump for the both sides of my face. And it really did a really good job. I have like somewhat a natural glow. In my viewfinder right now, I can see that I have some oil in my T-zone. Like, it's a bit oilier than my last update, but without the ring light. Let me just turn it off, just so you guys can see it in natural light. Oh, fail. Okay, so I just opened my ring light in the lowest possible light just to counteract the light from the back. But as you can see, it's not super oily and it looks really good. Again, natural finish, and it looks really nice. You guys are probably tired of me saying that it looks really good, but it really does look really good. Okay, now as to coverage, it did wear off a bit in my T-zone. Like, you can see my acne scars over here peek through even more. But in the prime side, I can see that this side has more coverage as opposed to this. Again, probably because my foundation is holding on to something as compared to this, which is just holding on to my bare skin. But as to oil production, it looks similar. There is a slight difference, but I mean, it looks the same. So yeah, so far, is this video a fail? What do you guys think? So yeah, I'll get back to you guys after my class. I'm home, and it is now 6:08 p.m. I'm using my iPad because my phone is low bat. Now, my face is starting to become super patchy on the right side of my face where I didn't apply primer. The one where I applied primer is holding on for its life, but it's still there, and from afar it's not obvious. The area where my glasses touches my skin, the foundation already wore off. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it here at the sides of my nose, it's already gone. And over here where it touches it. I don't know where this one came from because there's like a bald spot over here, like the blush, and the foundation is gone. It's probably from my glasses. Oh, it's from my glasses. I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here where my laugh line is, it already has a mark, and I don't have foundation around my mouth anymore. Considering that it's been on my face for about 9 hours, it's pretty long. I know that there are people who wears their foundation more than 9 hours because of work, but it's not super long lasting. My oil is much more noticeable now. I'm just gonna blot with tissue. This one is a facial tissue. I prefer facial tissues than normal tissue just because they're smoother. Okay, so it didn't transfer that much. It only transferred very minimal product, as you can see. Sorry, they're cooking dinner already. Side where I didn't apply primer is very patchy. As you can see, I have like bald spots. There are bald spots over here and over here. My peach fuzz, you can see it. So I stopped filming because they were cooking dinner and I don't like it when I edit and I hear something in the background like frying. So I waited for them to finish cooking dinner and it's now 7:04 p.m. I'm already going to give you my final thoughts on it since I really want to remove my makeup. I want to feel clean. So overall, I like this product. I don't super love it, but I like it in a sense that it made me look fresh the whole entire day as it claims. Let's go back to the claims. It says here that it has no transfer. In my experience, there was very minimal transfer, so I guess you can say that it's a check. This is the only product that I got when I blotted my face with tissue paper, and when I slept again, I didn't have any transfer on my pillow. Usually when you fall asleep with your makeup, it's like stuck on your pillow, but here I don't see anything. No visible imperfections. To some extent, yes, but in the long run, when you're wearing it throughout the day, it starts to wear off. And if you have super pigmented acne scar, it won't cover it. You definitely need to layer it or look for a concealer that has much fuller coverage, because that's my problem. Most of the foundations that I wear can't cover my hyperpigmentations in my acne scars. No visible shine. Now, in my experience, I was dewy the whole entire time. It was a good kind of dewy, but that's just in my opinion. Maybe some people might think I'm oily, but I actually feel like I'm glowing. No dry out. So in the first part, it clinged on my dry patches over here in my forehead. But later in the day, I can't explain it, but my dry areas kind of disappeared. They were still there, but they were less obvious, and the foundation wasn't clinging on to my dry patches as much as the first time I applied it. The last claim is no mask effect. I feel like I look very natural because you can still see some of my imperfections and they look natural. I don't feel like I have anything on my face, except of course later on throughout the day when you start oiling up, and if you didn't wear primer, it starts to become sticky. Compared to other foundations that I have tried, it's definitely not that sticky. So overall, I like this foundation, but I don't love it. It's not my holy grail foundation. It doesn't make me want to go like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. It's a bit pricey compared to other drugstore foundations. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier that I bought this from PCX for 700 pesos. For the price, is it worth it? For me, it is. But take note, I have oily combination skin and my oiliness isn't as much as other people. Really made my face look nice. Up to now, I still like how I look. Just make sure to prime your face if ever you are gonna buy this, because it looks better that way. Here, it's already patching up. So yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on this product. Now, don't confuse this product with the Pro Matte foundation, because this one is just part of their Infallible line. Just because it has the word Infallible doesn't mean that it's the Pro Matte one, because some people actually mistaken this as the Pro Matte one. It's not. It's the Stay Fresh foundation. Yes, I'm done. I can finally remove my foundation. So I guess that's pretty much it. If you guys want me to review some of the foundations that I already have that you have seen in my previous videos, just leave it in the comment section down below and I'll try to review them. And yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Peace out. Hey everyone! So for today, I am going to be reviewing the Jazzy Lustrous Lip Gloss.